Throughout history, sacred texts have been read on more than one level. Some speak in stories, others speak in symbols. The story of Isaac and Rebekah has often been approached as history, but within mystical and contemplative traditions, it has also been understood as something else entirely. An inner map, a symbolic description of transformation within human consciousness. What follows is not a doctrine to accept, nor a belief to replace another. It is an interpretive lens, one that invites reflection rather than agreement. Across Scripture, a quiet pattern appears. Figures described as children of promise are often born to women said to be barren. Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, Hannah, Elizabeth. Symbolically, barrenness has been understood not as incapacity, but as untouched potential, an inner state not yet shaped by habit, memory, or conditioned thought. Mystical traditions sometimes refer to this as virgin consciousness, a receptive awareness capable of transformation precisely because it has not been occupied. Some contemplative models associate this receptive awareness with the right hemisphere of the brain, often linked symbolically with intuition, imagery, and holistic perception. From this inner stillness, change becomes possible. In symbolic readings, Abraham represents clarity of intention, the discerning aspect of the mind. Isaac, his son, is often associated with the spiritual or essential self. When Abraham instructs his servant to find a wife for Isaac from his own country, mystical interpretations suggest an inward meaning. The emotional nature is not rejected, it is refined. Fulfillment is not sought externally. The journey turns inward. Emotion is invited into relationship with awareness, rather than being suppressed or denied. Some contemplative traditions suggest that spiritual development is not about something entering us. Instead, it is about awareness gradually aligning with what is already present. From this perspective, the deeper spiritual principle does not descend into ordinary consciousness. Ordinary awareness refines itself until it can recognize a deeper reality. Meditation, in this sense, becomes an act of attunement, a movement inward, a movement upward. Scripture often speaks in this inward language. References appear to something described as being within, not distant, not external. Mystical interpretations understand these passages as pointing toward inner awareness rather than outer authority. Awakening, in this view, is not bestowed, it is recognized. When Scripture speaks of a narrow way, contemplative traditions often understand this symbolically, not as exclusion, but as focus. A disciplined inward attention that requires patience, stillness, and participation. Meditation appears across cultures as such a path, quiet, subtle, and demanding. Within the story of Isaac and Rebekah, this inward journey is not described directly. It is encoded in symbol. Emotion is gradually lifted into harmony with higher perception, not by force, but by refinement. The symbolism deepens through details that are often overlooked. 10 camels, often read as a symbol of completeness, a full journey. The desert, representing resistance, dryness, and unfamiliar inner stillness. The well, symbolizing depth, an inner source. When Rebekah offers water, the gesture reflects receptivity, emotion aligning willingly with awareness. In meditation, such moments are often experienced as turning points. Rebekah is described as a virgin. Symbolically, this does not refer to physical condition. It refers to emotional purity, emotion not yet shaped by fear, domination, or suppression. Rather than being treated as something to control, emotion becomes a partner in transformation. Some interpretations extend this symbolism outward, suggesting that imbalance between masculine and feminine principles within individuals or societies leads to fragmentation. Balance restores coherence. Rebecca's departure from her father's house symbolizes release, a movement away from inherited patterns and unconscious conditioning. Her union with Isaac reflects synthesis, emotion and awareness functioning together. From this union emerges what Scripture calls the child of promise, a symbol of spiritual maturity, an inner birth. Read symbolically, the story of Isaac and Rebekah offers orientation rather than instruction. It suggests that transformation is inward, that awareness and emotion are meant to cooperate, and that realization unfolds through disciplined attention. This interpretation does not replace belief systems. It simply offers another way of seeing, one that invites reflection, practice, and direct experience. Understanding may begin the journey, but practice continues it.